On to celebrity reactions. Janice Dickinson testified during Cosby's retrial that he drugged and raped her. She spoke to Entertainment Tonight and said she's angry over the decision to set him free. Watch.
I felt like, first of all, really so angry, so angry. And second, I felt like I was kicked in the stomach, in my abdomen by some psychic blow.
And other stars like Deborah Messing tweeted, quote, "To every woman who was sexually assaulted by Bill Cosby, my heart hurts for you today and I'm full of fury." And Padma Lakshmi tweeted, quote, "Cosby drugged and raped 60 women. Do they not deserve fairness and justice? This is why people don't come forward." But today, it's actress Phylicia Rashad that has everyone talking. She tweeted a message of support to her former Cosby Show co-star. She posted a pic of Cosby writing, quote, "Finally, a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected." After receiving backlash, Phylicia walked back her comments, writing, quote, "I fully support survivors of sexual assault coming forward. My post was in no way intended to be insensitive to their truth. Personally, I know from friends and family that such abuse has lifelong residual effects. My heartfelt wish is for healing." Okay, Erica, what do you make of Phylicia's comments and then her walking them back?
I think that face says it all.
You know, that hurt. Like, that really, really hurt. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for Miss Phylicia Rashad. You're not going to catch me saying anything crazy about that queen. But yesterday, I'm like, everybody keeps talking about how, you know, Bill Cosby was considered America's dad for so long. But the narrative never goes to Phylicia Rashad was considered America's mom for a very long time and still is. And I just think about the role that my mother plays in my life. And by her support and advocacy, it taught me how to advocate and be strong myself. And to hear that and to see that tweet yesterday was just beyond disappointing. And I'm glad that she at least addressed it. But I mean, it felt personal.
Not only are sexual assault survivors coming forward saying that hurt, but you have the tweets that have gone viral have been from men of color that have been exonerated, and we've even interviewed some of them, right, on our segment Freedom Files Wrongfully Convicted. And those that have been wrongfully convicted, not all of them, only the ones that I saw of the tweets that went viral, said that it's a punch in the gut to them because they really were wrongfully convicted, and they don't want to hear Bill Cosby use that because it's a disservice to those who really are wrongfully convicted. And we can say that because we know why he was released from jail.
Right. You know, I think the purpose of DBL isn't to have four hosts when we wake up in the morning, we tell people, I'm going to convince everybody that I'm right. I think what we want to do is give people perspective. And that's why I love the first half of our show today, because if you look at it, almost the way you would look at a house, we had the foundation with Mark. He showed us just the legal framework. No matter how you feel about it, that's the law. Then we kind of had the inner layer of the house with Heidi, and then we have the interior of the house with our own Erica Cobb. And I just hope people have a chance to just step back and look at how this happened. From the look on Erica's face, to Heidi's story, to then Mark Eiglarsh's legal framework. And I think, like I say a lot, there's something wrong with the house, Jeff. We saw this with Jeffrey Epstein and him being able to get away with what he did.
And Brock Turner, the Stanford swimmer.
The judge said he was a good kid, let him live his life. Jeffrey Epstein was basically found guilty. And the jail time he did do, he got a chance to leave at night and only had to come back on the weekends, and then was allowed to reoffend again. So there's something wrong with the house, Jeff. And until we do, there's going to be a lot more young women like Erica, a lot more older women like Heidi that are just feeling punched in the gut, not just today, but many days.
There's something wrong with the government that the House is in, too.
Exactly.
Al, right? I don't want to conflate this into a black and white issue Bill Cosby brought up. This is more than a black issue. Bill Cosby and Phylicia Rashad were my mom and dad growing up. Right. I watched every episode of The Cosby Show, right? And now we're starting to take sides based on race. I understand people were wrongfully accused. I get that. Let's not conflate Bill Cosby with those people, okay? He's by no means innocent in this situation. The color I'm worried about in this whole situation is green. Because if you have enough green, the government doesn't matter anymore, and you could get yourself off. And that goes past every color. Green's the color you need in America.
Jeff, do you remember I asked you when we were off camera yesterday if you could name me one famous, super rich famous person that's ever gone to jail in our lifetime besides Martha Stewart, Can anybody? We follow the news as professionals.
And let's not forget that if you are one of that 1% that's ultra rich and does go to jail like Martha Stewart, you go to a pretty cushy
Right, and she went for
prison.
8 months, and I know people will say the Full House mom, she went for 19 days.
But those were
yes.
very cushy.
Right, like we're not talking about Attica here. So,
Right.
I mean, we have to be honest about what's going on here, and money does dictate your entire life, and including you feeling cavalier about committing heinous crimes because you throw some money at it. What do I need to shut you up? What do you need, poor person? 10 million? Okay. They don't care.
Right.
And until that changes, I think we'll still be sitting here saying.
Yeah, there's still some people that can't even afford bail for a minor drug offense, and they are doing more time than Bill Cosby. But because they can't afford bail, they are stuck behind bars, away from their children, away from their families. So yes, the house is definitely broken. All right.
That was a great analogy, by the way.
Yes, he always has the best
fantastic.
analogies, always.
Bill, thank you.
Yeah,
I started, I wasn't sure I was going.
No, but I was sitting there, I was like, this is fantastic.
Okay.
I was watching the house being built.
I did.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't.